and welcome to my beauty channel here on YouTube. I have been doing a little bit of decluttering of all my makeup and I decided to cut it up in different sections. So I'm gonna post videos here when you can see declutters. I already posted my declutter from the palette collection, and today you're gonna see my foundation declutter. So I'm also gonna post my bronzer, highlight, my blush declutter. So I hope you guys like this. Give it a thumbs up if you do, and please make sure to subscribe before you leave. And I hope you guys like this video. This is how I store my makeup, and in this drawer I have all my foundations, and as you can see it's pretty damn full. So it's foundations, foundations, foundations. Here is concealers. I'm not gonna go through those now. Here is also foundations, and under here it's foundations. And honestly, I don't use, and here is a foundation as well. And honestly, I don't use all of these foundations, so I'm actually going to declutter the ones that I am not using at the moment. So that is what we are going to do today. So I have a little bit more space here. So here is, as you can see, all my foundations, and I decided to line them up with more high-end in the bottom, and the top row is more drugstore and affordable. And I'm gonna start this declutter by taking out the pieces that I use the most. So I'm gonna take the foundations that I am 100% sure that I'm not gonna declutter. And first of all, I'm gonna take my La Mer. This is the foundation I use the most on a daily basis. It's the La Mer, the Fluid Soft Longwear Foundation. It's in the color Sand 23. And this foundation is the one that I really love. For me, I have super dry skin. And when I say super dry skin, I mean like it's like the Sahara Desert. And this foundation really works well on my dry skin. And I don't have to set it a lot with the powder. I set it a little bit, but it really stays all day. It's super nice and it feels like it's doing something good for my skin. So I really enjoy this foundation and I'm definitely gonna keep this one. Next ones that I am sure I'm gonna keep is my Hourglass stick foundations. I got these in 3 different colors because I wanna have it when I am pale and when I have tan and in between. And these ones I just recently got those when I was in Miami, because you cannot get your hands on the Hourglass brand here in Sweden. And I really do enjoy these ones. They are working perfectly on my dry skin, and this is more full coverage. The La Mer is, you can build it up to, not full cover, but you can build it up to decent coverage. But these ones are full covered. Yeah, I really enjoy these ones, so I'm definitely gonna keep these. Next one that I am sure that I'm gonna keep is my e.l.f. foundation. Oil-free, and it's sun protection in it, but it's, I don't know, they don't have any specific name, but it's this e.l.f. foundation. And this one, it's super affordable. I mean, my La Mer that I love, it's like $90. This one, I think it's like $5-6, and I really like this one. It's super nice on the skin. It works perfect with my dry skin and I do enjoy it. You can build it up to full cover, so I'm gonna keep this one. Another foundation that I'm sure that I'm gonna keep is this Vibrancy from Josie Maran. And at the moment this one is a little bit dark for me because I also got this when I was in Miami and I had a little bit of tan by then. But I really do enjoy this foundation, and it's super comfortable. You can build it up to full cover and I really like it, and it's new in my collection still. When the summer comes, I'm gonna enjoy this foundation a lot, I know. Another foundation that I'm definitely gonna keep is my Helene Rubinstein Prodigy Power Cell Foundation. It's a long name. This one is way too dark for me now. This one is a very light foundation, a super light foundation. And in the summertime, I'm gonna use this a lot because it's super liquidy, but it still gives you not so much covered, but it gives you like the look that your skin, but better. So I really like this one in the summer, and I'm gonna keep it for the summertime. So another one that I'm sure I'm gonna keep is my Inglot. This is a keeper, and I love all the Inglot foundations. They have a new, I don't know if it's new anymore, but I tried the HD one and it's even better. So I'm gonna get my hands on the HD foundation as well. But this one, the Inglot AMC foundation, is super nice. So I'm gonna keep this one. One foundation that I know for sure that I'm gonna get rid of is this one. It's the Shiseido Synchro Skin. I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials when girls with dry skin use this one. It doesn't dry them out. But I don't know, on my skin, this one is so dry. It dries me out like crazy. And I feel it like in 20 minutes after I apply this one. I feel like my skin is super dry. And if I wear this one whole day, in the end of the day, it feels like my skin are cracking. And I've tried to mix this with other foundation. I mix it with my La Mer. I have tried everything, but I cannot get this one to work. This one is just not working, so I'm gonna get rid of this. I have the original True Match, and I have the True Match Lumi. And the True Match Lumi you cannot get in Sweden. The original True Match you can get pretty much everywhere. And I am in 3W in both of these, so I have most of my foundations is more warm toned. And honestly, I like the Lumi one more, so I'm not too sure. I think I'm gonna keep the Lumi one, and I get rid of the True Match, the original one. And it's because the Lumi one is just a little more comfortable on my dry skin. So I'm gonna keep the Lumi one and get rid of the original True Match, even though this one is a really good foundation. And if I didn't have the Lumi one, I would keep this one. But since I went to the States, I got the Lumi one, so I'm gonna use this one up, and then I will repurchase the original True Match if I don't go to the States again. I have 3 of the It Cosmetics CC Cream, and I think 2 is, the big one is in light, and here is 1 light and 1 medium, yeah. And I love this foundation, and but the only thing is that even though this is called light, it's super dark. I mean, when I am pale, I cannot wear this, but I still like it. And I don't know why I bought the medium one. I think maybe if I'm super tan, because my skin is very pale in the winter and I get easily tan. So maybe I will mix the medium one. But I think I'm gonna keep all 3 of these for the moment. Maybe I will get rid of one of the light ones because I have so many foundations, so I don't think I will run out. But I'm gonna keep these for now, and I will try them out a little bit more. Another foundation that I am gonna get rid of is the Fit Me Luminous Smooth foundation. And it's just because I never reached for this one. I have so many other foundations that I prefer over this one, so I'm just not gonna keep it. But it's not a bad foundation, it works good on my dry skin. It's just that I never reach for it, so it's better that I give it to someone that will actually use it. These 2 foundations, honestly, I got them in the States, and it's, what's the name called? It's Colorus Previ... I don't even know. Nonne Cream, Colors, Previlus, I don't know. I don't know, but I got these 2, and I'm gonna be honest, I have never used these ones. I haven't tried those yet. So I have it in 2 colors. This one is too dark and this one is too light. So I think I have to mix those 2, but I'm gonna try these and see. So I cannot give my opinion on these ones. I still have to try those. And the same goes with this one. I know that everyone and their mama has tried this one, but I have just never tried it. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation, and I just have to try it to give you my opinion, so I'm gonna keep this one for that purpose. Okay, moving on. I know I'm not gonna get rid of so many foundations. This is not like a really big declutter. I just wanted to get out the foundations that I didn't want to use anymore, so don't be hard on me. Okay, another foundation that I have not even opened. This is not even open, is this one. And it's a very cheap foundation. I think it's $5, and I just wanted to try it out. So I'm gonna try this one out and see. I'm gonna give it a go and see if I like it or not. But it's basically from LA Girl, and it's a little more sheer cover, I think. And it says all free with vitamin C and E. So I'm gonna try that one out. Another one, the Too Faced Born This Way. This is another one that I heard so many reviews on. Like, people were raving about this one so much. And I don't know, I just don't love it. I don't hate it, and it's not that it's bad or anything, or it doesn't dry me out so much, a little bit, but not so much. But I never reach for it because I have so many others that I prefer, and it's a little heartbreaking because I really wanted to love this one, but I don't love it. And it's a pretty bottle. I like the bottle and I like to look at it. It's in the color vanilla. But I think maybe someone else will appreciate this a little bit more, so I think I'm gonna let this baby go. Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. Oh my god, I have had love and hate for this foundation. But I have learned my way to use it because this one is a full cover. And when I say full cover, it's super full cover. And for my dry skin, foundations like that doesn't work so well, honestly. But I have tried to apply this on my whole face with a brush, with a beauty blender, and I never got it to work. But then I found how I am supposed to use this one on my dry skin to get it to work. And either I use this on the parts where I have another foundation underneath, and I use this on just on the parts where I want to have a little bit more cover. That's one way to use it. The other way that I actually love is I put one layer with a brush, and then I go over it with a beauty blender and really press in the foundation into my skin. So I have to work a lot to use this one. And then I go over it one layer more with a beauty blender and damp it in. And when I really work hard with this foundation, I get a really nice look, and it stays all day. But I really have to work with it, even though I'm gonna keep it. But I have had, like I said, a love-hate relationship with this one. But I managed to get it to work, so I'm going to keep this baby for a while. This is the LA Girl Pro Cover, the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Foundation. Okay, it also says Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. It's a long name. I have heard so many rave about this one, and it's a good foundation. I don't blame the foundation to be bad. This foundation is really good. It's good coverage. It's comparable to the the Makeup Forever HD foundation, which I don't have in fluid. I have it in stick, but I don't have it in fluid. But the what everyone is saying is that LA Girl had that foundation in mind when they created this one. And it's a good foundation, and I love this foundation in one way, but it's way too dark for me. I don't know, it's warm beige. I don't know how it can be so dark, but it is. So I think I am gonna get rid of it. Another foundation that I'm gonna get rid of is this Bourjois. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the Healthy Mix foundation, and this is not the Healthy Mix serum, it's the Healthy Mix foundation. I just feel like this one is doing nothing for my skin. I have tons of other foundations that I prefer over this one. It's a very nice light color though, but no, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Okay, moving on, my Makeup Forever HD stick. I love this one. Was the first, actually the first high-end foundation I bought was this Smashbox Studio Skin, which I'm gonna keep because I love this one. It's perfect for my dry skin. It's a little darker color for my summer tone, and I love this one, so I'm gonna keep this. And I'm also gonna keep this one. It was my second high-end foundation in stick that I bought. It's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick, and yeah, I don't think I have so much to say about this otherwise than I love it. And I am in a dark color in this. It's 127, and it's in the next, I think there is one more shade that is darker. I even got my sister to buy this one, so I really love this one. I'm gonna keep that one. These two Natasha Denona ones I have not tried so much. This one is the Face and Glow foundation with sun protection. It's a little more sheer, and this one claims to be very good for the ones with really dry skin. I think I've tried it once, but I just worn it for 2 hours, so I don't think I can give my full opinion on it, but it's a very nice pump in the squeezy tubes, and I like the packaging, and I'm gonna try this one out more and see if I like it or not. This one claims to be more full coverage. It's the Photogenic E Perfect Finish HD foundation. I have never tried this one on my skin, so this one I definitely have to try before I can get rid of it or say anything about it. But this is higher end foundations, and I've heard good reviews and bad reviews on this one, so I'm just gonna try it myself and see what I think about it. The Urban Decay Naked Skin, I have this one in medium. And it's way too dark for me now, but in the summertime it's good. I don't hate it, I don't love it. This doesn't claim to be a foundation, and it doesn't claim to be a CC cream. It's called One and Done, and it should be something in between. I mean, I like it, but it says One and Done. You should be able to just use this one and you should be done. But I definitely have to set this one. I have to work with this as it is a foundation. I have to set it with a powder, otherwise it's way too glowy. Even though I like it, it's giving me a sheer cover, and it's not heavy on my skin, so I'm gonna keep it for a while, but maybe this one is the next to go. It has sun protection of 20, which is good in the summer as well. My Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. This one I have used a few times. I am not crazy about it. I think it's a little bit drying on my skin, but I'm gonna keep it for a little while and work with it a little bit more. I don't use it as a concealer and foundation though. I use it only as foundation. I use always my concealer separate. But I'm gonna try it out a little bit more and see what I actually think about it. And last but not least, I have those Wet n Wild, the Photo Focused foundation. And I have to say I'm crazy about this foundation, and the reason I have it in 3 shades is because when I was in Miami, I had to go crazy to find this Photo Focused line, and they don't have it in Sweden, and I haven't seen it anywhere else than in States. I haven't seen it in Spain as well. And this foundation is really good, so I got it in 3 different shades, so I could play around with it a little bit more depending on which color I am on the skin. And I love this foundation. I'm gonna keep all 3 of those, and maybe I will get rid of one of the colors when I have played with those a little bit more and I know which ones I prefer the most. But I'm gonna keep those for now and yeah, play around with those. It's a very... I think I paid $6 each for these ones, and the quality is high-end. I'm telling you, the quality on these babies are high-end. Okay, so this declutter didn't go so well if you're gonna see it on how many foundations I actually declutter. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I'm gonna get rid of for now. I have some in my maybe for the next declutter they are gonna go, but these ones are for now. Healthy Mix Serum, it's the Fit Me. Don't get me wrong, this one is good, I just never reach for it. Same goes with the L'Oreal True Match. It's a good foundation, I just never reach for it, but I will repurchase this when the True Match Loom is finished. The Shiseido, I just never got to work on my skin. I've heard good reviews on this one, but for me it's not good. Same with the Too Faced Born This Way, I just don't love it. That's the only thing I can say. I just don't love it. It's not that I hate it, but I don't love it. And the LA Girl Pro Cover, this long HD whatever foundation, it's way too dark for me. Maybe I will repurchase this one in another color. So these babies will go and the rest I will keep.